In this problem, we're given a definition of the geometric mean. And we're asked to find a single percentage growth rate that's the same as having 3 successive growth rates, and to compare that to the regular mean or average. Remember, the reason for this channel is to help you pass your math class so you can achieve your goals and get a better life. Using the geometric mean coming right up. In order to answer the question, what single percentage growth rate is the same as having 3 successive growth rates of 11.2%, 6.9% and 3.2%, I'm going to need to find the average growth factor. And the average growth factor, I'll just abbreviate that. So the average growth, I'm not going to write the word factor, and that is, well, since I have 3 different rates, I'll just make a little note to myself here, n equals 3. I'm going to have to find the geometric mean, and that's going to be, because n equals 3, the third root, and what I do is I turn 11.2% into a fraction and then add 1. So that is going to be, 1.112, and I'm going to multiply that, turn 6.9 into a fraction, so divided by 100, add 1, so that's 1.069. I'm going to multiply that, and then 3.2 into a decimal, that's divided by 100, so that's going to be 1.032. I'm going to multiply those 3 together and take the cubed root. If n equals 4, I have to take the 4th root. If n equals 5, I'd have to take the 5th root. So let's calculate that. So we'll use the calculator to find this for us. We're going to need to get the cube root or the nth root, and I'm going to show you a procedure that would work whether it's the 5th root or the 100th root. We know it's the cube root, so I'm going to put in 3, and I'm going to hit the math key, and I'm going to choose number 5. See how that's got x, the xth root, so I put in 3, so it's the cubed root. And now inside that little blinking box, I'm going to put 1.112 multiplied by 1.069, and that's multiplied by 1.032. Now I have to hit this forward arrow key to get it out from under the square root symbol and hit enter. And you can see that I have calculated the average growth rate as 1.0705 rounded to 4 decimal places. So for a single percentage growth rate, I just subtract 1 from the average growth rate. That's 0.0705, and writing that as a percent, then that's going to be 7.05%. Remember, to write as a percent, you multiply it by 100 and affix the percent sign. So the single percentage growth rate means it's the same as growing at 7.05% a year is the same as growing at 11.2% the first year, 6.9% the second year, and then 3.2% the third year. Or you could just say it's exactly the same as growing at 7.05% every year. So the next task is to compare the single percentage growth rate, 7.05%, with the mean. And the mean, we just take the average, and we could see there I've calculated that on the calculator, and that is 1.071, which if I wrote as a percent, that is 7.10%. And you can see that 7.10% and 7.05% are different. So the single percentage growth rate is not the same. as the average. I would like to invite you to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Thanks very much for listening.